Hi, it's Dr. Colbert here at Anxiety Experts. Today I want to talk to you about sleep. Have you ever tried to control sleep? Has your anxiety ever latched onto it? Did you know that efforts to guarantee sleep bring less sleep over time rather than more sleep? Let's talk about it in a minute. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We love to provide these anxiety tips for you. Hi everyone, it's Dr. Colbert here at Anxiety Experts, talking to you today about sleep. Did you know that anxiety loves to latch onto anything that's important to us? Therefore, because most people care about sleep, anxiety loves to latch onto wanting certainty about whether or not you'll sleep. So again, because anxiety loves to latch onto things that are important to us and everyone wants sleep, anxiety will try to get you doing one of two things about your sleep. It will want you to either try to control thoughts about your sleep or try to control the circumstances around which you sleep. In other words, doing rituals about sleep. And it turns out that the more we try to get our mind off our sleep or control our thoughts about sleep or control the circumstances around our sleep, like doing rituals to prepare for sleep, I have to not eat this many hours before sleep. I have to have this many water bottles, or I have to drink this many glasses of water before sleep. I have to go to the bathroom this many times. I have to fluff my pillow this way. I have to sleep in this direction, or I won't sleep enough. Anxiety sends all kinds of thoughts about how long we must sleep, what type of sleep we have to have, etc. So it turns out that the more we try and control sleep, the less sleep we actually get. This is because anxiety lives on efforts to get certainty about whatever topic it's stuck on. And when it is stuck on the topic of sleep, the more you try to know for sure that you will sleep, the more behaviors you have, the more rituals you go through to try and guarantee a certain amount of sleep or a certain type of sleep, the less sleep you're going to get. But the truth is that no one can control sleep with certainty. And so what we want to do if we're having trouble sleeping is we want to do a reasonable, imperfect routine before sleep, right? We want to be without our screens for a few hours, preferably, but we won't be able to guarantee that. And many people can sleep just fine using their screen right before bed. So we'll hold those things lightly. But if we are unable to sleep after trying for 15 to 20 minutes, the key is to go ahead and get right up and do something you care about. Go ahead and engage in something that's not screen related, but that is interesting or important to you, like do your Sudoku, go ahead and do your laundry, do some craft or other thing you enjoy. And when you are tired, once again, try again for 15 to 20 minutes, then rinse and repeat. If you don't sleep for 15 to 20 minutes, go ahead and get right back up, do something else meaningful or even boring that will pass the time. And then when you're tired, try again. The best thing to do if the worries are actually about sleep is to go ahead and agree with thoughts that you may or may not sleep. Say, I might sleep, I might not. No one can guarantee sleep. I'm going to try again here for 15 to 20 minutes and see how it turns out. And then if it doesn't happen, you go ahead and get back up and do something meaningful to pass the time. Once you have gone ahead and accepted thoughts that you may or may not sleep, because that's the truth, you may or may not sleep, then you can also redirect your thoughts to not trying to figure out if you will. So we don't want to do those mental compulsions going over and over the possibilities about whether or not we'll sleep. Because whether we go over something one time or 1,000 times, it's going to get us no closer to knowing for sure if we'll sleep. So the thing to do is to redirect your thoughts then, after you accept, I may or may not sleep, then redirect your thoughts to something that is interesting or important to you, maybe even something that is pleasurable to you, like the plot of your favorite movie, just going over and over the plot of your favorite movie. One thing I've used in my time is my favorite 3 Pride and Prejudice renditions, where I might go through the plot of the one with Colin Firth or the one with somebody else I really like, and just really enjoy going through the plot of that movie until I drift off to sleep. Maybe if I don't, after 15 to 20 minutes, gonna get up and do something I care about. Does this mean that we should throw out all our sleep hygiene? Does this mean we should no longer do all the things that have worked for us in the past for sleep? No, you can go ahead and do those things. You can have your cup of tea in the evening, or read your novel, or whatever. Put in your blackout shades in your bedroom. Have a nice cool room. That's very helpful. Earplugs can be really helpful for some people. But we always want to hold those things lightly, because none of them are going to give us the certainty we seek, which of course course, is what anxiety always wants. So make sure you're agreeing with any and all of those catastrophic thoughts that anxiety brings about sleep. For example, anxiety loves to tell us we have to sleep a certain number of hours or we won't function. We have to go to sleep by a certain time, or we'll have a terrible day tomorrow. We won't perform well in our sport. We will fail a test at school, etc., do badly at work. Of course, those are all fortune-telling behaviors that anxiety lives on. We are always trying to predict outcomes ahead of time based on this factor or that factor, in this case, sleep. However, no amount of bad sleep can guarantee bad functioning, and no amount of good sleep can guarantee good functioning. We've all done well in our sport after we had a horrible night's sleep. We've all done poorly in our sport after a great night's sleep. We have all made mistakes at school or humiliated ourselves after we had great sleep. We've all done something stupid when we've had wonderful sleep. We've all performed terribly on an excellent night's sleep in any number of arenas. So we won't really try and predict the future because no one has a crystal ball, even though that's what anxiety always wants. I hope you'll try these pointers about sleep, and please let us know in the comments what other topics you'd like to hear anxiety tips about. If you need help, please don't hesitate to call anxiety experts. We will be happy to treat your anxiety by telehealth anywhere in California, and we also offer intensive outpatient treatment if your symptoms are severe enough to really require some more intensive work.